Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. 5 men can complete a work in 12 days. So we'll just represent that data. So 5 men need to work for 12 days. So 5 into 12 is the whole job. How long will it take for 6 men to complete the whole job? So 5 men need to work for 12 days. This is the whole job. So this work has to be done. Now 6 men are there and they have to work for D days to complete the whole job. So the number of days D is given as 5 into 12 by 6. 6 divides 2 times, so 5 into 2 gives you 10. So 10 days will be required, that is option B. 13 men can complete a work in 5 days. So we'll just represent that data here. A work can be completed if 13 men work for 5 days. So 13 into 5 is the whole job. So this is what needs to be done. How long will it take for 10 men to complete the whole work? So this much work is to be done. 10 men are going to work for D days to complete this job. So the number of days D is obtained as 13 into 5 by 10. Here it divides 2 times. So 13 by 2 gives you 6.5 days. So if 10 men are there, they will require 6.5 days. Option C. A certain number of men can do a work in 45 days. So we'll just represent that here. We will assume that there are n men. So they can complete the job in 45 days. So n men working for 45 days. So this is the whole job. If there had been 4 men less, it would have taken 15 days more. This is the work that needs to be done. If there had been 4 men less, instead of n, if there were n minus 4 people, then you will require extra 15 days. So instead of 45 days, now you will require extra 15 days. So 45 plus 15, now you will require 60 days. The question is how many men were there originally? N is what we need to find out. So we can find out using this equation. Here 15 divides 3 times, 15 divides 4 times. So you will get 3n is equal to 4n minus 4 into 4, 16. So n you will get it as 16. So n is the original number of men, that is 16 men. So option B, 16. A certain number of men can do a work in 30 days. So we will form the equation for that. We will assume that there are n men. They can do the work in 30 days. So n men working for 30 days. That is the whole job. If there had been 6 men less, it would have taken 20 days more. So to do this work, if there had been 6 men less, if it is now n minus 6 people, then it would have taken an extra 20 days. So instead of 30, now it will require 30 plus 20, 50 days. So from this we can calculate the value of n, originally the number of men. How many men were there originally? That is n. I'll cancel out the zeros. So you will get 3n is equal to 5n minus 6 into 5, 30. So 2n is equal to 30 or n is equal to 15. N is the number of men that were there. So how many men were there originally? 15 men were there. So option A, 15 men. A certain number of men can do a work in 50 days. So we'll form the equation for that. We will assume that the number of men is n and they can complete the work in 50 days. So n men working for 50 days. So this is the whole job. Now this much work has to be done if there had been 6 men less. So instead of n men, if there are n minus 6 men, if there are 6 men less, then it would have taken 12 days more. So instead of 50 days, it will now take 62 days. That is 50 plus 12. Now it will require 62 days. How many men were there originally? So n is what we need to find out. So we'll just solve this equation and calculate the value of n. So 50n is equal to 62n minus 6 into 62. I'll just bring to this side. So you'll get 12n is equal to 6 into 62. 62 is 31 into 2. So 6 into 2 I'll cancel with n. So n you will get it as 31. So originally there were 31 men. So how many men were there? 31 of them, option C. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only Rs 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of Rs 200 either through Google Pay or through PhonePe or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.